Good morning. All right, see if I can adjust my camera here. All right, well, good morning. Welcome to Coffee and a Card. Wow, those of you on the replay are really going to enjoy that beginning part. Um, welcome to Coffee and a Card. This is Holly with Handcrafted Blessings, and I'm excited that you're watching. Um, I forgot to bring up my um, iPad so that I can see if anybody's on. So we're going to do that here in just a second. So this morning I am at Lydia's coffee house once again, enjoying some caramel macchiato this morning. It's quite yummy. Um, and bear with me here, guys. Sorry about that. But this morning I woke up to about 8 inches of snow, which is pretty sweet if you ask me. Um, and I tried really hard to make a face on my car. So that's the picture that I shared with you guys earlier. So hi Karen. Um, so let's see here. Let's get this up and running here. All right, there we go. Good morning, Barbara. Oh, you're in the doctor's office. I hope everything's okay. All right, let me just set this over here. All right. Hey Karen. Oh, it's still snowing by you guys in Iowa? Yeah, it was quite a snowstorm that I just drove through actually to get here to the coffee shop. That's how dedicated I am to you guys. No, I just really wanted to get out of the house. So I cleared the 8 inches of snow off my car and made a funny face on my car, as you guys saw I posted, and here I am. So well worth the trip to get out of the house. Um, so I told you I'm going to make a theme. Hi, Lynn. Oh, from Villa Rica, Georgia. I wonder, is it warm there, Lynn? Um, hey, Mom. So let's see here. So I told you I was going to make a card based on kind of what's going on today, and basically because I'm inspired by the storm. So oh, you know what? I'm so discombobulated. Before I jump into showing you the card I'm going to make, I got some happy mail, and I always love showing these because I got some really beautiful cards. Um, so the first one that I got here is from that Hold On to Hope set, and it actually opens like this. So it says God is love. Isn't that just beautiful? I love the color combination there. And this was made by Terry Exton. So I thought that was really pretty. So she's got the gold cross here and with the thread behind it. So just a really pretty card there. All right. And then I helped somebody with some technology questions, trying to get into a Facebook group, and she was so sweet. She sent me this card, um, and she just said she, was so thankful everything's working great, and she said I was an amazing person. So how fun is that? So there we go. Hi, Reba. Oh, from the Texas Panhandle. That's a nice area. I really like Texas. So, okay, it's raining and 55 for you, Lynn. Gotcha. All right, now this one, here we go, is made from the Tutti Frutti set. Tutti Frutti note cards, that's what this green striped is, that Tutti Frutti. And then the bubble paper. I think that's really pretty. I like it, and I like how she stamped the bubbles there in the background. And so this one was made by Deborah Storbeck. Might be mispronouncing that, but I think that's a really cute card. Let's see. Next see, this is the last one. Oh, this is also really pretty. Isn't that great? I think that's probably colored with the blends, based on the shading that I see there. So let's see here. That's from Jennifer Arendt. But I just think that's really pretty. So, yeah, and I think the inside, oh, you know what? Here. Excuse me. The inside says Make a Wish. So that's a really pretty card there too. So just had to share some of my happy mail today. So, all right. Thank you, Reba, for sharing. So let me see if I can get the camera down here, and I will show you how I was inspired by this weather. Got too much going on my table here. Alright, so here we go. So this is my inspiration. We'll just set these right next to each other. Coffee. So on a cold, snowy day like this, coffee totally inspires me because it's warm and I love a hot drink on a cold day. So this is the card that I thought we would take a look at this morning. See if I can fix my camera there. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So this is the card that I thought we could take a look at this morning. And so the coffee cup is actually on a flap here. That's what holds the card closed. So kind of a fun fold there, if you will. So let's take a look at how we make that. So I have here a whole bunch of pieces. So I took my strip of espresso cardstock, aptly named for making a coffee card, and I just create a fold so that it's not quite, I think you can see it here, obviously it's not all the way over to the edge. Okay? And then what we're going to do, let's see here, we have our white and our pear pizzazz that we're going to layer for the inside of the card. Uh-oh. You know what? My tape dispenser just ran out of tape. Bear with me a second. I'm going to have to grab some more. So, let's see here. Thank goodness I always come prepared with extra tape. Alright, so we're going to put this right here. And I am just having tape issues this morning. Must mean that it's a day for hibernating, going back to bed. What do you guys think? So, oh, Karen, I'm glad you like it. Alright, so we're just going to put this white here, just giving myself that little border of the pear pizzazz behind it. And then I have a strip of cardstock here. It's about 1.5 inches by about 3 inches, and then I just scored it at 1 inch. And by scoring it there, that's what helps get me that little flap. Okay? So I'm going to put some tape on that. And we're going to put that in the middle, roughly, of the insert we just made. Okay? So see, on the back of the pear pizzazz, and it just creates that lovely little flap. Alright, so now I'm going to put it on the inside of my card. This, of course, is all taped down. We don't want dimensionals on this section. So, let's see here. Alright, I gotta do this facing towards me or I will totally do it backwards. So, alright, so there we have our card. You can see how quickly, once you have the pieces cut, it really comes together pretty quick. So then what I've done is I've taken some of the coffee break DSP, and today I chose the coffee beans. But to match the inside, what I wanted to do was add that green border. So we're going to add this to the background. Okay? So let me put some tape on here. And you'll see the back is the same as the sample card. So there we have it. Alright. So let's see here. You know what's really good? When I think of coffee beans, I think of chocolate-covered espresso beans. Ooh, love them. I don't know if you guys have ever had those, but they are super yummy. When I was in high school, my family went on a vacation to Mendocino, California. I was from California back in the day. And my dad and I found this little shop that sold chocolate-covered espresso beans. And I was hooked. Just love them. Alright, so there you see, we've got our card coming together, this time with coffee beans. Alright, and then I had to stamp these before I got here because they're cut out of the big shot. So what I did was I stamped my cardstock with the cup outline and the lid outline, and then cut them out with the framelits. And so what I'm going to add for this one is I have a little sleeve for the front of my cup, and I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to make this one into a thank you card. And I am going to do thanks a latte, but let me show you here while I'm getting my ink out. This is the stamp set that I'm using today. And so it has life happens, coffee helps, and happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend, and then thanks a latte. So I thought those were really cute. So I'm going to start with thanks a latte. You can see these polymer stamps do get stained from our inks, but you know, that's okay. It still works. So let me flip this around, and I'm using the same early espresso ink just to kind of coordinate with all of my colors. So there we have it. Alright, so thanks a latte. Alright, I'm gonna stamp off this stamp here because we're gonna do one other stamp as long as I've got my ink open. And that is the one that said happiness is a cup of coffee with a friend, because I actually have two of these prepped here. So I'm gonna take the coffee cup. We're gonna see if this is gonna work. I don't know if these words fit once you've already stamped the lines, so we're gonna find out. It's trial and error, you know. I'm hoping these words will just fit right inside the lines. Oh, it does. There we go. Alright. So we've got happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend. Love that. Alright, and you'll see, I don't know if you can tell in the video, let me go close here. I actually have a few blips in my ink here. So what I will do is I will end up taking my markers, and I have the early espresso, yep. And so what I can do is take the marker, and you can just fix that. And you really can't tell. Now there are a few stamps or inks that you might use where you can tell if you have drawn in them, and so then sometimes you just have to start over. So one great example of that is the panda. I have found that you really can't color in the panda with these Stampin' Markers because you can totally tell where you've done it, and it, to me, in my opinion, it just looks kind of silly. So we're just gonna draw in those lines a little bit better, and so now we have a more clear stamping. Okay. All right. So let me take the thanks a latte. I'm gonna take the sleeve and just add a little bit of tape here. And we're just going to stick that in the middle, just like those little Starbucks sleeves. So we will, let's see here, we're going to take this piece here, and we are going to attach it right here at the top. I love when I'm having adhesive trouble. Alright, so I'm just going to stick that right there. And then I'm going to use dimensionals to attach this to my flap. So we're going to stick that here. Oh, my dimensionals are sticking to me. So let's see here. So we're going to do a couple of dimensionals. Oh, coffee is my addiction too. That's why I started these coffee in a cards, because then, you know, I just don't feel quite as bad about drinking coffee all the time. Because, you know, I can say it's a crafting thing. It has to be my inspiration. So there you go. We have this one. So what I thought I would do is let me just put a second one together really quick so you can see how the fold was kind of working here. Of course, really quick with this lovely adhesive that I have today. That might be an oxymoron. So we'll see. So we're gonna Oh, Sandy, way to go, watching from work. All right, third time's the charm, right? I'm gonna find another thing of adhesive. See if we can try this again. Maybe it's just too cold today. Oh, much better. All right. So, this will make it go a lot quicker to show you a second version. And the nice thing with the coffee DSP is there's so many different, sides and combinations that you can do. Let's find my little flap. So again, I have my 1.5 inch by 3 inch strip, and then I have scored it at 1 inch. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape on there. And this actually kind of fold would work really well with any kind of DSP. I just happened to be using the coffee because it was a cold, snowy day and it seemed perfect for it. So there we go. Alright, so we're going to stick this in here. Hi, Carolyn. Sandy, that's really nice that you can watch while you're working. It's good to have a flexible job like that. Oh, and Nancy's trying to sew. There we go. Okay, so for this one, I really wanted to use this dark green side that has the hearts here, but this dark green with the pear pizzazz, oh goodness, I just think that's not going to work. So what I've done instead is I've turned it over. And again, you have the same coffee colors, but you don't actually have coffee on this one. So what you could do here is switch this out, and instead of having let me show you. Let me stick this on here first. So this card, as of right now, is not exactly a coffee card. So you could actually pretty easily switch this out. And instead of putting a coffee cup right here, you could put, any sort of other shape that you might want to have. So let me put this on here. Alright, just get a little bit of tape. We're going to stick our coffee cup here at the top, trying not to cover up those words. Oh, a little wonky on that. And then we'll put some dimensionals here. And now keep in mind, if you're not a coffee drinker, the drinks at coffee shops all come in the same cups. So, you could think of this as a chai latte or a cup of tea or, really just about anything. So there we have another version. Okay? So same fold. Oh, my lid came off. Let me add some of my better tape here. And we'll just retape that. There we go. Alright. Sandy, you're special. I love that. So here we have 2 samples, 2 cards that I just made for you. And so coming back, here was the sample that I showed to you first. And then here's another version too with the coffee rings. Now this is actually paper, but I think you could easily make this, with a stamp or with, taking a cup and making those circles stains. So, but that's actually just paper that I cut out. So we've got the 4 flap cards. Let me see if I can, I'm a little off center here. So there you go. So 4 different versions of the same fun card. So I thought that would be good. Hi, Kathy from snowy Michigan. Yeah, it's snowy here. I heard on the radio on the way here that we got about 8 inches of snow. So pretty sweet if you ask me. And this is the kind of snow where it's not super duper cold, and so I kind of just want to go take a walk and like get all snowy. Although you should have seen me, I was kind of covered head to toe in snow when I was clearing my car. So something you can know about me is that I'm short, but I now own an SUV. And so trying to clear off the middle of the windshield when you're a short girl, yeah, that's kind of a challenge. And so if you haven't seen it yet, check out my attempt at making a funny face on my car. I was covered in snow just trying to reach that far to make the eyeball. That might be fun. So wouldn't you know it, Tim Titus just tried to call me in the middle of my live video. Um, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed these coffee cards. And yeah, have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing today. Enjoy the snow, enjoy your warm weather, your rain, whatever you have today. And until we meet again, make sure that you encourage each other and build each other up. Thanks for joining today. Bye.